Man of Fish channel here. Today's video is going to be steak fajitas, and we're going to be doing those steak fajitas on my cast iron griddle. I picked up this griddle from an estate sale, and it's a unique griddle, heavy duty cast iron, and I'm trying to figure out exactly how to use it at this point. So here we go. Steak fajitas. We'll start with the marinade that went on last night. Here's what you'll need: a lime, cilantro, garlic, kosher salt, and whatever you want to use for spices. Some people use fresh jalapeno, however much heat you want to apply. I like habanero, that's my favorite flavor. So that's my ground habanero, onion powder, chipotle, sweet paprika, cumin, olive oil, El Yucateco, chili habanero, ground black pepper. And then of course the meat. First off, we take the star of the show. We'll do some trimming. Depending on your cut of meat, you don't have to go through all this. Now we've got this meat basically trimmed up. Some of that blue skin is gone, the fat. We're left with basically the eye of round. What you can see with the eye of round is you can see the grain of that meat running this way. You want your cuts to go against the grain of that meat. So basically you're making slivers, and in your slices will be little tubes. That's what makes this meat less chewy, and it cooks nice. Got meat all cut up. Now it's time to move on to making the marinade. The amount of meat, there's a lot of meat in this one. Do a whole lime and salt, kosher salt. So we make a little bag. You don't have to use this, you can use Ziploc. You can leave it in the bag or in the bowl if you want. One thing I learned when I worked in the meat packing business is they use vacuum in order to draw the juices both out and into the meat. They do that under a vacuum process. So it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. There you go. Ready to go into the fridge, and we will see you tomorrow. Give you a real quick look at this griddle. Again, I'm still tinkering with it, which is why the cover is off the top up there, working on the valves. But if anybody has seen a griddle like this before, again, this is heavy duty cast iron there, and I've never seen anything like it. It's like a half mix between commercial and homeowner use. Cast iron is fantastic, much better than plate steel. It does a great cook. I'm enjoying it. So if anybody's seen anything like this before, please comment below and let me know if you have any information about it, because I've got nothing so far in my search. Starting to cook. Pour on some olive oil. We start with the vegetables because they take a little bit longer to cook. Vegetables going on. And I try and not overpower my vegetables. So I just do a little bit of fresh black pepper, crushed black pepper, and some salt. Keep the flavor simple. All right, so I like to keep the vegetables on the less cooked side because you see that vibrant color. I like to have that sitting on the plate. So we'll keep it that color and we'll bring it back to the heat later. Now time for the meat to go on. So we actually did make it the 24-hour cook. This was going to be lunch, but decided to make it dinner. So this has been in for almost 24 hours. You shouldn't have to add much more oil since our marinade had oil in it, but we'll keep an eye on it and see. This should also cook relatively quick. Now, while that's going on, my son and I, we put together a sizzle plate for the fajitas to go on, just like restaurant style. There we go. Meat and vegetables done. There it is, the final product. Smells as good as it looks. And again, in that lodge pan, piece of scrap maple laying out in the yard. My son and I burned it and cut that in. Appreciate you watching the video. There will be more videos in the future. If you like the video, please click like and subscribe and come back for more. Still tweaking and putting this griddle to use. Now, the interesting thing about this griddle, freshly ground black pepper, freshly ground black pepper, sweet paprika,